Okay, attempt number 2 of the day. Um, we're back on Eclipse 8 again with Artificer here. Artificer's crazy good along there with Accurate, actually the two best characters in the game, no Kappa. And this run we have Ben's Raincoat. Ben's Raincoat prevents all debuffs. You know what I just learned counts as a debuff? The permanent health reduction in Eclipse 8. I am actually immune to the effects of Eclipse 8 right now. So I'm pretty safe. I went ahead and printed 8 opals as well, so I'm really safe against getting one shot. The whirly durly is... I am particularly hard to get whirly durlied, which is how I died last run. So hopefully this goes in my favor. I think it will. I've got a good feeling about this. We also have 10 green scrap, just in case. And we had a Colonel Drone Man, but I decided it was safer without an army of drones to support him. I figured it was safer to scrap it because if Mithrix gets his hands on that, it gets pretty ugly pretty fast. Normally I would just fly up there right away, but I am going to go check the printers first because I have 10 green scrap, and that's what you do when you have 10 green scrap. Hey look, he just fell through the cracks, huh? It's a long way down, buddy. I hope you enjoy the fall. Here, fall's nice this time of year. Haha, get it? It's a season. But yeah, it feels God, those are some terribly engineered spires. I don't know how they stay up. Must be the low gravity. It feels like I'm cheating being immune to Eclipse 8. But hey, I guess I'll take it. I can get more Wake of Vultures. I can print some bands. Brunald's bands and Kajaro's band? Yeah. I mean, I guess I print some bands. I don't think there's anything more damaging in my kit over bands. Question is, how many of these do I want? I'll grab one more. Yeah, I lost a slug in there. I don't want to lose any more slugs. Okay, so 4 Runolds? I thought I had 5. Okay, that's fine. And I guess for the memes, we go ahead and print 2 of these. Okay, let's get out of here. Was it smart getting 4 Runolds bands? Couldn't tell you. Do I have 4 Runolds bands? Absolutely. Okay. And that's how we get up here. I don't really know what I lost, to be honest. I lost 12 whites, but I know I lost half my opals. But aside from that... Okay, the only thing about getting all these bands, I need to be able to hit Mithrix to use them. And not with a baby bitch half grenade toss. Like a full-on... Yeah, like that. Oh, okay. I was like, this is my chance to hit him, and he was like, nah, fuck that, bruh. I ain't falling for your ice wall trap. Yeah, pretty bread and butter Artificer versus Mithrix gameplay. You just fly around, freeze him, and throw balls at him. There's not much he can do about it. So far, my immunity to debuffs has not mattered because I haven't got hit yet. That'll change when the Whirly Dirly comes around, and over here. These things will probably hit me a lot. They're after my drone right now. Poor drone. I think they're so hard to deal with. I couldn't get around the corner fast. Oh, he came to me! Hell yeah! Hit him with the Ion Surge. Oh, this is where I'm glad I'm immune to debuffs. Oops, that was a misclick. Okay, that's 2 down. Hey, babe. Three down, one more. Okay, and we got the hard part out of the way. Whew. Getting too needlessly aggressive. I'm gonna wait out. My slugs will take me back to full HP pretty soon, and I'd rather be at full HP than not full HP. I think printing all those bands was a mistake. They're not really giving me the punch that I was looking for. Plus, it's getting procced on all my shurikens. I like my shurikens, but they are interfering with my bands. Ooh, that was a nice missile. I don't want these things around because they destroy my opal. Wow, he jumped over the ice wall. Mithrix, can you please jump in a behaviorable fashion? Oh my god, I get hit by that. But that's why we have opals. Really want to get rid of this tank so I can dodge the whirly-dirly without having to worry about dodging his attacks as well. Ow. Speaking of dodging his attacks, I did not. But we managed to dodge the whirly-dirly, so it works out. Is that death? That is death. Oh, that interrupted his slam and he just instant shot at me. Oh, I have my shurikens back. We're super safe now. Okay. I tried to buy the drone, but Mithrix was body blocking it, and I couldn't buy the drone over him. So I'm just going to teabag him as best I can real quick and get the fuck out of here. Oh, the portal went through the wall. Huh, didn't know it could do that. Did not know the portal could go through the wall. Well, this is a really cozy E8 win. Ben's Raincoat carried the fuck out of me, along with the opals. To be honest, I probably could have lived without Ben's Raincoat, but it would have been because of the opals. I got hit by the whirly-durly, but it doesn't hurt that much when you have opals. God, what a beautiful shot that was. Shame it didn't one-shot when I have 4 Runald's bands. I don't know why my damage is so low when I have 4 Runald's bands, but oh well. Really wish I had Plasma Shrimp or Polyloot, but hey, a win's a win, you know? All those items I don't have are items I don't need. I'm really sad that the last one ended at the the very last whirly-durly that he could have cast. I think it was the last cast of that whirly-durly. Also, by the way, you can just sit up here on Artificer. You charge it from up here. So if you want to, you can charge it up there. You don't escape until you come back down, but you can charge it when you're in the ceiling, so you don't even have to participate in that final ending. But yeah, shame on the last run that I died to the last hit of the last whirly-durly. But this run, Ben's Raincoat, opals, I'm very safe. Nothing can touch me. GG, well played. Welcome to Artificer. So yeah, pretty straightforward. Just get a Ben's Raincoat. Your Eclipse 8 no longer matters. Get opals so you're safe against Mithrix. Preferably safer spaces, but I didn't get safer spaces. And then get 4 other legendaries that don't matter. And ruin your build by printing them all into Runald's bands. Also, Shuriken's very good in Artificer. It makes your early game very solid. Your left click actually does something. It lines up with your left click so well. It's very powerful in Artificer. So, very welcome addition to the game. But yeah, cozy run, cozy win. Eclipse 8 done on Artificer, Eclipse 8 done on Acrid. That's all I have today. I'm gonna go hang out somewhere else. But shame on the last run that I won, but we came back 30 minutes later with another win. After a rage quit from the fire elite spawning on top of me. I had some bad. At the end of the last stream, I sat still and waited 30 seconds for enemies to spawn. I killed those, sat still, waited 30 seconds for those enemies to spawn, sat still, waited 30 more seconds for enemies to spawn. And we're at like 3 minutes and I had afforded 2 items. In 3 minutes, all the money that I could get, 2 items. This run that I just run, I was at 2.5 minutes, the boss was dead and I had 5 items. And the only difference there was that enemies spawned. Enemies decided to spawn with elites in the mix. I got cash money, I spent it, I got to the boss and killed it super fast with my items. But on other runs, I don't even have an item by that time. Like 2.5 minutes is crazy early, especially on Eclipse 6 plus. So I don't know. The spawning. My biggest issue with the game used to be item balance. That whites are better than greens and greens are better than reds, and that's still generally true. Whites are the best item. Um, if you don't believe me, go run a Benthic Bloom game, and it's gonna be a struggle because you just don't have the foundation of your build. You don't have the crit, you don't have the movement speed, you don't have the healing, you don't have all these things that make the build your build. So while that's still true, that item balance is just all over the place, and like some items shouldn't exist, like Squid Polyp and Leeching Seed, and some items are way too good, like Polyloot and soda cans, movement speed, anything that gives mobility, feathers. Those are all like way too powerful. But the big issue that I have with the game now is the inconsistency of spawns and the inconsistency of income and the inconsistency of chests available on the map, especially with the new starter map, the Sundered Forest. Like, holy fuck, enemies don't spawn, chests aren't there, and like, it's the biggest map of them all, and it's fucking barren. There's nothing there. Not to mention blind pests can spawn on that map, so just instantly get fucked if a blind pest decides to spawn on you while you're doing a boss fight. But yeah, this game still has issues. It's a great game. It's a great game. Love this game. It still has its very easily identifiable key issues that ruin the experience. And item balance and consistency of spawns and number of chests is a big one. I get really upset, really upset when I go into a map on Eclipse 8, or especially Eclipse 8, and very first map, 3 blood shrines. Because 3 blood shrines means there's 3 less chests, and I can't use a blood shrine. You can't use it on Eclipse. Unless you get healing, you can't use it on Eclipse. And even then, like, the healing is going to be so slow that you don't really want to be waiting around for a blood shrine. And in Eclipse 8, you can't hit the blood shrine early at all because the teleporter will kill you if you do. So, inconsistency of items and the inconsistency of spawns is a really big issue right now, and I wish they'd fix it. But anyways, with that, I'm going to head out. I'll see you guys next time. Eclipse 8 win on both Acrid and Artificer. GG, well played.